Hello everyone, my name is Madelen Molina. I just wanted to, I'm just here. I'm gonna do this Marilyn Monroe illustration. I'm super excited. I'm just looking for some washi tape that I'm gonna need to place the illustration on the correct position. So I'm just gonna place you on the tripod. Sorry, just give me 1 sec. Okay. Okay. Since the position is a horizontal one, I'm just gonna place it like this. Sorry for the movement. I just need to organize everything, and this is the first time that I'm doing a live in YouTube. So, okay, so I just took a washi tape. I'm just gonna place it right here, and then I guess I'm just gonna move it around. Usually when I draw, I always use my color sheet. I use it all the time because I have different type of markers, and sometimes when you see it on the lid, it doesn't look exactly the same as when you use it on your paper. So yeah, I just always have that for reference. I'm just gonna look for the photo that I'm using for reference. Okay, I just want to show you. This is the photos that I'm using. So yeah, since this is the first time that I'm doing a live stream on YouTube, I just wanted to let you know that I'm a fashion designer. If also this is the first time that you're here, I'm a fashion designer and also focusing in fashion illustration. I do fashion illustration for brands, for personal use, and also I have a personal store that you can go and buy prints, custom illustration, accessories, stickers, and so on. Right now I do love everything that I have. I hope you can get one of those, and then in the future you can get your own, get something for your friends and your loved one as well. So it will really meant a lot to me if you do that. So yeah, right now I'm looking for this color over here, E00 from a Copic Shell. You know what, I do have it on the regular copy, so this is the one that I'm gonna use first. Whenever I draw, I try to use this type of pencil crayons. Is the Prismacolor Cold Erase. Since they're really good to draw in let's say on different surface, and whenever I pass the marker, it doesn't have a residue like the black pencil crayon has. So I do like that. Okay, since here I don't have a lot of skin to show, it's more on the skin and all that kind of stuff, like on the skin, on the face, shoulders, and that's it, because the other parts are covered in fabric. So I'm just gonna do the body first. whenever I color, I try to do it like on the direction that the the place that is going. Let's say that the mouth here has some curve. I try to go same as the curve, so the marker doesn't show like a different type of lines or something like that. So that will help. That will help a lot. And then I wait for it to get dry a little bit so I can go on the second pass of the same marker. So I'm just gonna leave it right here. Okay, so since she was a blonde, so I'm just gonna do a very light one. So I might go for the 78 or even the white 121 of these markers. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this one. For this one, I'm using Ohuhu brand, and the color is the Y121. I'm just gonna do her hair. Right now, you probably don't see a lot of difference, and since I'm using the color erase on red, like the color doesn't seem to be the correct one, but don't worry, it will like come to life whenever I add the color crayons of the correct colors that I want to use. This is to cover more the base of the illustration, and then I like adding details with the rest of the color crayons. I do like the texture that it can give, so yeah. Her eyebrows, we're just gonna also do it with color crayons because it's a different color compared to her face. To her hair. Okay, so the fun part. In the photo that I have for a reference, she only used a fuchsia glove and a dress. It's such a beautiful dress, and that's why it actually inspired me to do this illustration. So I'm just gonna look for it, the one that can go similar to it. I think the 55, or probably let's check another one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the 55. So let's start here with the glove. Let's see if I can zoom out in here. Nope. Okay. Since these parts are smaller, I try to go with the thinner tip. Oh sorry, I totally forgot to tell you, these are Prismacolor, and the color is the 55 one. 55. Just gonna show you here, 55. It's such a beautiful fuchsia tone. Okay, so how I was saying, I like going with the thinner point because here this part needs to add a lot of details. So this tip will help me a lot to get to the little corners of the illustration. So how I was saying before, I like going with the marker with the same direction of the item that I'm painting. So if I'm painting the fingers over here, I try to go the same direction, even bring the shape of the line that I'm doing all the way down, so the difference of the color doesn't show a lot. because if I let it dry, sorry for the noise, and they're doing construction around here, and then they're making a lot of noise. Okay, so I try to go as the direction of the item, because if I let it dry, when I go on the second cover, it's gonna have like a different tone as the first one that I actually apply. In this process, it's just taking your time, enjoying the process, and yeah, concentrate of what you're doing. Yeah. If you don't follow me on my social media, you can find me in Instagram, TikTok, and yeah, here on YouTube. Subscribe. You can find me as madelenmolina.com. Sorry, Madelen Molina on my social media, and then my website is madelenmolina.com. Okay, let's do the top one. Okay, so let's use this tip here. She have a bow in the back of her dress, so this is what I'm painting at the moment. Okay, let's do the bottom part. Let's move my camera first and then see if I can show you. Okay, I think you can see there. I'll move it back later. Okay, so this is the fun part. Use this tip, the thicker one, and if you see here, it's on an angle that will help you to go in different type of corners. So let your hand flow on the direction of the dress that is going to be. So if you see here, I already designed some wave of the dress, so just follow those shape. That will follow the flow of the dress. One of the tips that I want to let you know, you see here in the middle is always going to be straight when you paint, but whenever we go closer to the hip, we try to go on a different, like on a different shape. If you see here, I'm leaving just a little bit of white. That means that the light of of the dress is gonna be more shinier, so that will help the illustration to look a little bit different and a little bit more on the focal point of the dress. I'm so sorry for the placement of the video. I'm trying to figure it out how I can do it for the next time. Sorry about that. So yeah. So I just added the illustration, the full markers. So far we only have used 3 markers in total. We're just gonna let it dry for a second. It doesn't take a long time to dry. I just wanted to give it a few minutes so the ink can settle in the specific place that I use it, and also it give me a chance to look for another to the color crayons. So remember I told you in the beginning I was waiting for this to dry so I can go on the second coat. I'm gonna use this tip on the brush tip. It's easier and better to add a little bit of shadow with this. If you don't see it, don't worry, I'll add more with I'll add more with the color crayons. It's just to give it a bit more of deepness and shadow. Okay, let's start with the color crayons. So for the bodies, she was a very pale girl. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just trying to move everything around so you can see it with more details. Okay, so this is the body. I don't know if you see it very well. I just wanna make sure that the light and the exposure of the camera is the correct one, I guess. You will let me know, please, whenever you see this live. And yeah, also let me know what day is good for you to see a YouTube live, if this time works for you or if you prefer another time. I'm looking for suggestion on that one, so I'll appreciate if you let me know. So let's see this one. I think I'm gonna use another one, more pinkish. Okay, this is the same tone of the marker, so I'm gonna use this one and a little bit of brown. Okay, I'm getting I'm using the pencil sharpener. So for the shadow of the body, I'm just gonna use this Faber-Castell number 188. I used to have only Prismacolor colors, the professional ones, but since a friend of mine recommended me this crayon in a specific, it has been a game changer. I do really enjoy the texture, the softness, and of this color, so I totally recommend it. So I like always to add the lines of the bones of the top of, I don't know what's the name of this bone here, but I always like to define it in my illustration. So this is what I do. I try to add just a settle pressure on the color crayon to add more deepness, and here, and then I'll add it on the cheeks, on the side, because if the hair covers the face, it's gonna make a shadow. She have like a little bit of shadow here, and then here I like adding the line that goes from her mouth to the cheeks, and then okay, right here on the photo she seems to have like a rounded chin, so with a little circle, with a very subtle circle, I help the drawing. So remember this color that I was telling you? I'm using the Faber-Castell number 132 to soft the color crayons that I've been using, and to make the transition from the very strong shadow to the regular color of the skin. So even here, that is supposed to be a darker tone because of the neck and the shadows and everything, I just try to use it to blend it much better. On the nose, I totally forgot about the nose. I always make the darker bottom of the nose. I try to make like a shadow here, and then on the lines I try to go much subtle here on the side, and then on the other side, since this one the light is coming from this way, I try to do a little bit of shadow but not as strong, and then I add the line here on top of the eye, and then I soft the color with the lighter color crayon. Using the same color of the marker that you use for the base, this will help to blend even any colors that you're trying to paint. Okay, I'm gonna do a shadow here because the arm is on top of this part of the body, so this should be a little bit darker, and then I'll use this one once again to make it smoother. I'll take the white, my good friend the white here, and I'm so sorry for the noise. Okay, I'm gonna make this part a little bit lighter, and even here, and then on the chin, and here for the cheeks I'm just gonna take this color that is the same Faber-Castell type of crayon, and the color is the 199. Okay, so far I'm just gonna do her eyes. So just gonna take the color blue. This one is the Prismacolor PC 919. And then I'll take the regular black Faber-Castell on this case, and then I'll make the line for the eyes. I like adding the eyelashes on the bottom, and then I'll do this one here. Since her eye seems to be red in here, just add a little bit of white. That will help. And also take the black color once again and use it to make the eye a little bit stronger. Okay, for the eyes, okay, let's do the mouth first. She was always recognized for her red lips, so I'm gonna be using this one. It's the Faber-Castell 226. I'm just gonna get a sharpener. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a little V, and then I'll do the one of the wave, and then the other one. Then I color it. Again, then I'll do the bottom one. Okay. Something is looking weird in here. I'm just gonna erase a little bit of the cheek because it seems to be a very strong cheek, and she's actually a little bit on the side. Okay, so let's take the light brown. I'm gonna use this one that is the Faber-Castell 187. Let's get a sharpener, and then I'll start doing her eyebrows. I'll do hair by hair. Then on the other side. Okay, this is how it's looking with eyebrows. Sorry, I'm just gonna close the window here. Okay, we're done here. And then I'm just gonna take the black here and then do the shape of her mouth in the middle. And then the light on the side, and then the other side, a line on the other side. That will help me to I don't know, make it more visible exactly where the mouth should be. Then I'll take the white, so the shiny of the red, it will show a little bit more. Then I'll take the same brown that I did the eyebrows. I'm just gonna take this one first. take the white one. I'll do a little bit, a small ball there. And then I'll take the black one, and then I do the lines of the nose. Then I do also do a little line here, so the difference between the top of the nose and this one on the side looks a little bit different. Then you can see the difference there. Okay, so since this part needs to be identified, like needs to be defined a little bit more, I just go with the darker color. It will always be your preference. Okay, let's go with the hair. With the hair, we're just gonna take a light yellow. This is a cream color, so it's PC from Prismacolor PC 914. So let's sharpen it, and then we start doing lines of how the hair I wanted to go. So if I wanted to go with the same shape as the one on the photo, I just follow the lines that I already made for reference. I'll clean it a little bit because always the color crayons leave a little bit of residue. Okay, this is how it's looking. I think for me she's looking pretty nice. And then I'll take the same color that we use for the eyebrows, and then I'll just do just a little settle hair that is gonna define of the direction of the hair. So since this one it was going down, that one was going that direction, and then this one is going up because that gave the effect that she always had on her hair, that it was going back. And then on the shadows, I'll make it a little bit stronger. And then here, then I'll go here once again, shadows. Here she have just a little bit of curl, so we just need to make it visible. Lines, lines. And then in here, let's do this part of the hair. She have another curl here. I'm just gonna do her little mark here on her face because she used to have it on that's one of her recognition marks on her face. Okay, so this part of the body is already done. So let's do this. I'm gonna be doing the accessories at last, but let's start with this part, okay? So let's take another color crayon here. I'm just gonna be using this Multiberry PC 995 to make the shadows. Oh, this is so soft, nice. Okay, and then I'm gonna be using this one here. Okay, and this one here to make the lighter effect. You cannot actually see it with this, so I'm just gonna keep this one on the side. Oh, here. Okay, so this one is gonna be the transition one. Okay, so let's do details. So I need to sharpen it. So this will help me with the smaller details, and then where everything falls. And then here, and then the first finger. Okay, remember that this hand is on top of the other arm that is having a glove, so you can barely see the hand there, but I like doing this. I always use my hands for reference, so I do it like this. You know what, even whenever I draw, I like drawing these little details with the darker colors. So, because I think that's the beauty of the illustration, that it could be as raw as possible, and even you can add those details to your illustrations. And then see here how the line is going. I actually do enjoy looking at that, even not only on my illustration, but in any illustration as well. Okay, so the hand placement is here, and then let's do the other one. So those lines are where the fingers bend, so you'll see it like this is one, this could be two, this is another one, and then this is another one on the finger. So yeah, and also I like dividing it here, here. So most of my illustration will have a line here, here, and probably here sometimes, depending on the direction that I want to put the fingers. I hope this type of video motivates you to do your own fashion illustration. If you want to learn also in more details and more personalized way, you can join my class. I let you know the dates and the illustration that we're gonna be doing in madelenmolina.com. So don't be shy, go check it out. So let's take this one that I was telling you about, and then we're just gonna do the transition from the color crayon, the darker one, to the base of the illustration. Okay, and then we do the shape here. Oh, it broke. So let's do another one. Okay, and then I'll take this one more time. Then I'll make the body shape with this, and also this type of shadow, because the hand is on top of the dress, so that always gonna make shadows. Later I'm just gonna add more details with white, but I'm just gonna leave it here for reference, but I know that I need to add the rest. This line means that the dress has gathering on the bottom of this bell, because whenever you put a bell, it's gonna make a compression, so the lines is gonna be showing, because here we have more fabrics. So that's what these little lines mean. It's always nice to add those details, because that makes more reference whenever you doing a actual garment. Right now this is just an illustration that you can use for decoration and different type of stuff, but let's say that you want to make a illustration to make your garment. Let's say that the illustration that you're doing is for a collection that you want to make, so as much detail as possible, the easier that you know that how, like, where you need to add the details from. So this is for make softer lines. Okay, and then we're just gonna take the white and then we're just gonna go on top of this. You remember here that we see some spot on white. It's good to put reference so you can add more white color crayon. The finger there. So if you think it's super strong, just take the color, a similar color to the base, and then you can cover it 1 second. It's no problem at all. Okay, we finished the gloves. Let's do the top. So the belt is gonna have white here on the center and then some lines here. Okay, okay, this is how it's going. And then we already did the colors in here. We're just gonna do a very strong white in here, in this little corner. Okay, and then we're just gonna do more white in here. And then we're just gonna take a little bit of shadow. Okay, and then this part of the dress, I believe it was pink as well, so we're just gonna cover it with the colored crayon, since I do have the color the same here. So if you see here, this is how the color marker used to be, and this is how the color of the dress looks now. So let's let it dry for just a few seconds, and let's continue with the rest of the body. In here, we're just gonna add more shadows, since this is the belt and the belt needs to be the same color. I'm just gonna take the white and make the lines on the corners. Okay, let's go to the bottom part of the dress. Okay, you see here, this is where I'm gonna start and this is where I'm gonna end. Okay, same colors. We're just gonna take the shadow one, instead of holding it here how I was holding it, since I'm gonna do a more flowy lines. I recommend you to hold the color crayon from a little bit more on the top than exactly on the bottom. So remember that this is for making the shadows and even make strong lines. So her leg used to be crossing here. You can see here that the leg was coming from this way and down, and then this leg used to be on the back. Okay, always the shadow is gonna depend of the position of the leg on the bottom, and even the type of fabric that the dress needs to be. Excuse me. Okay, so let's take this color here, the softer one, and then we're just gonna try to blend the lines of the skirt of the dress. Okay, and then let's take the white. Then we're just gonna do lines here. And this is pretty much how you add color on that. So let's go to the accessories on the hand and on the neck. So I noticed something whenever I color with this type of ink. I'm just gonna do this Winsor & Newton ink on silver. We're just gonna check it, and then also I'm gonna be using this type of point, so I'm gonna be using this too. But before I use that, I do like using like a black base, so the color of the metallic look stronger, and it has a better, I don't know, a better luminosity. So let's try and do that. Okay. Okay, so I just did the bracelets. Then let's do here the earrings. Okay, right now also we're just gonna do the neck. So the neck, I used to have big circles all around the neck, because we're just gonna add the details later on. So don't worry, it's not gonna look like that, even though it looks nice with fuchsia, but that's not the final result, so don't worry. And then in here she have a longer necklace. It's all what I see on the photo is all like crystals and fancy necklace. So okay, check well the ink, and then let's start with the earrings. So let's start from the bottom, from the top to the bottom, so I don't cross anything whenever I paint. So I love how this looks. Okay, so let's take just a little bit of it. Let's cover it so nothing goes into it. Okay, and then we start doing little details. See how the details looks? It looks like a more complete earring than just doing it on top of regular color or even on white. I really like the details that it does on the back, so yeah. Tomorrow is Thursday, I'm gonna be adding my YouTube video, so check it out, and then share it with your loved ones. That will help me, and also subscribe to the channel. It's gonna help me a lot, and then I'm gonna appreciate it so much. I'm trying to grow my channel since this is now my full-time job, so I would love for you to help me to grow my channel. Share with your loved ones, suggest it to someone that love fashion, that love illustration, and then you think that they can learn and enjoy each and one of my videos. If you see here, the ink lasts a lot because this is the first batch that I took, so far it's lasting a lot. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more. I didn't jinx it, I just wanna take a little bit more because this is a big circle that I need to do. Doing this for me is super relaxing, and then for me this is like how I can get like less stress. I enjoy it 100%. And then in here I'm just trying to do a little bit of detailing, so whenever someone goes closer to it, it's not only like a big circle, it's gonna be more like small details that I'm adding to each and one of them. Okay, let's take some more. Okay, and then let's do the hands. Okay, and then let's do this line here. Okay, almost there. If you got until this point, don't forget to give it a like, please, and subscribe also, please, and thank you. I'll remind you, my social media is Madelen Molina, and then my website is madelenmolina.com, and then you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, and here on YouTube you can subscribe. You can share my social media, even my website as well. You can shop on my website. I have accessories, I have accessories, I have prints, I have custom illustrations, and I have classes, so if you want to join me, And also I have a gift card. If you're someone that wanna give a gift, you can buy a gift card from my shop and then give it to your special one. So we already finished the illustration. This is how it's looking. But before that, we need to do a signature. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring it down. And then I'm gonna do this. I'll take my black marker. I'll do this. And then I'll write my name. All right. So let me see how this is how it's looking. This is how my table ended. So thank you so much for being here, and don't forget to subscribe, to share with your loved one, and visit me on my social medias, Instagram and TikTok. I'm Madelen Molina, and go to my website madelenmolina.com. I have super special products there. Get yours, and I'll appreciate it with the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna be doing more live around TikTok and Instagram, so check them out. I'll see you around. Bye. New video tomorrow, okay? Bye.